Hey guys, how does Spike here with another video. Today we're going to look at repeats and how to use them in your programs to make them a bit better. So let's get right into it. Alright, so when you get into your program, as usual you see when the program starts right here. And we're going to do what we always need to do and set our movement motors and set our movement speed. Alright, and then now that we have this starting code, we're good to go. So, if you want to use repeats in your program, you'll go down to the control section right here. You can scroll down to get there too. And it's this block right here called repeat. So, what does the repeat do? So anything that's in this block of code right here will get repeated the number of times. So it'll do it again. So whatever goes in here, it'll do it 10 times, and then it'll move on. So let's say you go forward, and then you go backwards. And then let's say you do it 3 times. Say it's just one rotation. So now we're going forward and backward, run one rotation, and it does that 3 times. And then it'll move on to just moving forward again after that. So, what are the benefits of doing this? Number one is that your program's significantly shorter. So instead of having to take these blocks of code and just doing that 3 times, putting 6 blocks here, so 2, 4, 6, you only need to do 2. So it makes your program a lot shorter. And then also it just makes your program make more sense. So you know that you're doing this thing right here 3 times. If you had the 6 blocks of what it's actually doing, then you would have to figure out on your own that it's repeating that 3 times. But here it's fairly obvious that what you're doing is doing that chunk of code over and over again. So especially when there's more than 2 blocks, so say you spin an arm in there, 3 blocks, instead of having to have 9 blocks because you're repeating it 3 times, you only have to have 3 and this repeat block around it. So it makes your programs a lot better in that way. So you may be asking, what could this be used for? So for example, in last year's game, there was the windmill, and you had to push the little bump in front of it 3 times to get all of the energy units out of it. So you could do something like I had before, a forward, backwards, and repeat 3 times. So instead of having to tell your robot to go forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward to do the 3 pushes, you want to tell it to go forward, backwards this once and just tell that to repeat 3 times. So, yeah. Alright, so I hope you guys understand how to use repeats now and can use them in your Spike Prime programs to make them just a bit better. And we'll see you guys in the next video.